You're watching Tim's Take Live, and I'm your host, Tim Black. Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Tim Black, and you're back. Check it out. Warren Sapp, NFL Hall of Fame player Warren Sapp has been arrested. Arrested for soliciting prostitutes. He treated a prostitute like a prostitute. Laid hands on a woman. This happened right after the Super Bowl, where he was analyzing. He was there at the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, he went back to his hotel. In the lobby of his hotel, he bumped into two women. Now, this was around 7 a.m. 7 a.m., he's dealing with these women. They go back up to his room. At some point, an altercation about money arises. One of the women calls the police and says that Warren Sapp is assaulting them. The police come, and Warren Sapp admits to one, soliciting the women. He denies assault. Warren Sapp was arrested because it appeared that the women had injuries consistent with a struggle. Now, either they were fighting themselves or they were fighting him. Something went on, all right? So that's the situation. Warren Sapp's denying it. The NFL wants no part of it. The NFL they fired him. They say suspended indefinitely, but he's not a player anymore. He's a commentator. He works a regular job at 9 to 5. It appears the man has been fired, let go, relieved of duty. See you. Now, this is not the first time Warren Sapp has had run-ins with women or domestic violence. I think it was 2003 and back in 2013. He had battery charges, though they were dropped. It's always something with this guy. Now, Warren Sapp got a little notoriety behind Dancing with the Stars, where he was light on his feet. And it's ironic that this happens now, because we also had a story here in Washington, D.C., with Greg Anthony. He was arrested. Now, the Greg Anthony situation was a little bit different because he got caught in a sting. Now, that sting involved a website classified ad on, what was the name? Backpage.com. Now, the FBI, or I guess it was FBI, it could have been FBI, Vice, I don't know. They set up this classified ad soliciting, saying, hey, escorts, sex, and this guy, Greg Anthony, he took the bait. He offered money, and he was arrested. Now, he was just in D.C. today, where him and his lawyer, and he refused to comment, but his lawyer issued a plea of not guilty. Now, Greg Anthony's situation a little bit different, because Greg Anthony is married and he lives with his children, wife and children, and he apologizes profusely for it. His career is in peril at this point. Now, both of these guys have two things in common. Both were professional sportsmen, and they're both African American. So a lot of people are saying, what's going on, guys? Are they going after the brothers? Why are they just grabbing the brothers up? Ain't no white boys getting caught with prostitutes? I don't know. But this I know. The Warren Sapp situation looks like he was dealing with some messy women. For the record, I think that prostitution should be legalized, and so should drugs. Both for the same reason. When you make something illegal, you create an underground market. When you have an underground market, there's no checks, there's no balances. People get hurt more often. More violence is created by underground markets, okay? So we got to start thinking. So we had that conversation another time, but for the record, I don't feel like Warren Sapp soliciting prostitutes is such a bad thing, all right? Him trying to rape a woman? Yes. Him beating women asses? Yes. Wrong. But a woman who's out selling her body and he's in exchange of goods for services, I don't have a problem with that. Call me what you want. Just don't call me an abusive woman, because I'm not. It's just how I see it. So that's what I got for you. I don't have anything else about Warren Sapp other than, it's time for the brother to get his shit together. Now, I don't know what he's going to do at this point. No more commentating for NFL. Maybe he'll start a podcast and he'll do a tell-all. And just put it out there. Do a podcast, Sapp. Do that. I know your boy, Rick Ross. Huh. Yeah, Rick Ross. Him and Rick Ross are real cool. Rick Ross said that's the big homie. Huh. Warren Sapp's the big homie. So maybe they'll work it out. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross will put him on tour or do something. Huh. I'm sure. All right, guys. I don't think there's a conspiracy going around to catch all the brothers messing with prostitutes. If that was true, they catch a lot more brothers than just 2. Believe that. Hell, they fill a penitentiary up with catching brothers just out of the NFL and NBA who mess with prostitutes. It's a very common thing. But you ain't heard from me. Before I go, let me give a special shout out to my man Brady Dominici. Brady Dominici is my latest Patreon. Patreon is where you go to support this channel. I got a link in the link description down here. You go to it as well. Matter of fact, click here if you want to join my roster of VIPs. These are people who contribute to my show. They keep me doing what I'm doing. Much love to you, Brady. Contact me directly if you need anything or if you have a story idea. Your suggestions take prominence over others because you are part of the show at this point. All right. I'm Tim Black, guys. See you on the next video. Come on, Warren. What's up, man? What's up, baby? Chill.